my baby gets. You can't say something like that and then take it back, especially now.
Yeah, you got me. Is she kicking?
Not right now. Hey, get back to the dresser.
Christ on a cracker.
No, it was better before.
I swear if you weren't carrying my child.
You would love me anyway.
I suppose. And? Hey, come over here. You gonna order me around the rest of our lives?
Oh, probably. Thank you.
You know, it doesn't all have to be perfect, right?
But why not try? Oh, hey, I had a great idea for the walls. You're gonna think I'm crazy, but hear me out. Just give me 30 seconds to give you the elevator pitch on sponge paint.
What is this, 1992?
Haven't you heard? The 90s are back, and they're cool again. Or something like that. It's going to look awesome. This way we can gender neutralize the whole thing and have a whole bunch of colors. I was thinking maybe green with a purple sponge overlay and a yellow accent, or like orange, or whatever. It doesn't have to be exactly like that.
I can see you're excited about this idea.
Yes. Well, we'll just have to get, that mottled effect. And if we get sick of it, we don't have to take down any wallpaper, we can just paint over it.
Jane, is pregnancy brain getting to you?
What?
Sponge painted walls are something that never should have existed and should never exist again. We can't take on the responsibility of unleashing that horror on the world.
Oh, that's ridiculous. I thought... Fine.
Oh, come on. What's going on with you?
Nothing. It's fine.
I can see something is really bothering you. It can't just be...
Everything is a joke to you. Everything.
Jesus, Jane, what the hell? You just did a complete 180.
Being pregnant doesn't make me stupid or delusional.
I know. I was joking around.
Yeah, I know. I have this really great memory of sponge painting Aunt Shirley's house with my mom, okay? One day we just went to town, got creative, just painted and laughed the whole day. This kid isn't going to have a chance to meet her grandmother. I thought I could just share the one awesome memory I have of my mom with her. And it would be like she's part of her life in some way. Release good mojo into the world or something. Maybe it is stupid.
I'm just not sure where this is coming from all of a sudden. How do I say this? I'm personally not too upset that our child isn't going to meet your mom.
What?
I mean, isn't it possible you're being a little irrational? I'm just saying, the way you've talked about her, it seems like she really wasn't a good person, Jamie. You are who you are despite of her, not because of her.
She's my mother.
Yeah, I know. But come on, you're always saying your life is better because she isn't in it anymore. It was your decision to let her go.
No, you're right. I don't know, just don't say anything about my mother. You don't really know.
I'm sorry if I'm overstepping. You know I love you. But she made a lot of mistakes and had a lot of chances. That's literally what you've said every time I've brought it up until now.
Just stop. Things are different now.
What's different?
It's just there are all these decisions we have to make. And you know how I agonize over them. And you say, just pick one. And I did. And you made it into a joke.
The sponge paint?
Yes, the sponge paint. But it's not about the sponge paint. Like, we didn't even get a dog because we decided to try for a baby first.
Do you want a dog?
No. Maybe. I don't know. It's just another thing my brain keeps telling me to worry about. Maybe we should have gotten a dog a year ago so we could be house trained before I got pregnant, because if we get a puppy in a year, I'll be cleaning up poop from 2 babies at the same time. And like one doctor said, you should use bleach to clean, but then we're also creating super bacteria by using too many disinfectants, so when our baby grows up, penicillin won't work anymore, and then she'll be under the same pressure to create the next bacteria in the science lab, and then her partner will criticize her mother, which is me, and then it'll be my fault that she can't create the next super drug that can defeat the super bacteria, and so many people will die.
So you're saying that you want to sponge paint so the world doesn't end. At some point in the future. Who knew you had that kind of power?
I told you to stop that. I'm not saying. What if all I did to control the influence she had on my life ends up being for nothing? I'm okay right now, but it could all flip. And you know, things sometimes skip a generation. Maybe I turned out okay, and I don't know, maybe the crazy mom gene kicks in after giving birth or something, and I'll still screw everything up. Or maybe she'll get it. And because I decided to have a baby, we'll be unleashing that hell on her kids in the future.
Janie, stop. Think. Listen to yourself. You're still talking about unleashing some kind of evil on this world, and this kid isn't even here yet.
It's not a joke.
I know. But seriously, Janie, step back for a second and think about everything you just said to me. Breathe for a minute.
Great advice. Fine.
Good.
Damn it, Chris.
Yeah.
Oh, God, who do you think I am?
The bringer of the apocalypse?
I'm as big as at least two of the horsemen put together right now.
Oh, come on. Not that big. I don't really know what to say here to be both supportive and logical.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's not funny. I worry, to be completely responsible for this child for 18 years. And I need to make sure we eat healthy food and go on walks and continue growing our career. And it's like I loved my dance classes. It's stupid, I know it's not. I'm not about to become some prima ballerina at this point, but I don't want to have to give up my dance classes.
Hey, I know you worry. I worry too, all the time. But you aren't completely responsible for this child's well-being.
She's not even going to be able to wipe her own butt until she's 5.
That's not what I mean. I'm trying to tell you that I'm responsible too. You don't have to do everything. I might not always know what to do, but I'm ready to spend the rest of my life figuring it out. I'll support you in whatever you do too. I know I joke around a lot, but this is big stuff.
Yeah, I know.
No, Janie, I don't think you do. I know you're not going to like hearing this, but I have to say it, so listen for just a second, and then I'll shut up. I'm not your mom. I'll never be your mom, and you're not her either. You're right, I shouldn't have said those things about her. I wasn't there. I just see how much she hurt you, and I can see you're worried about hurting the baby, and I am telling you again, you are not her. The baby is not her. I am not her. I am never leaving you.
Why do you always do that? How do you always hone in on what my brain is doing without me even knowing?
Must be my genius IQ brain telling me what to say. Hopefully the kid gets mine and not your worry work brain.
Right.
I do love you, you know. How about we take a break and I run out for some takeout?
Chinese.
Sure. Sesame chicken with shrimp fried rice, crab rangoon, and hot and sour soup. Unless baby wants something else?
No, you know me so well.
Obviously.
I love you.
I know.
I love you too, little girl. Even though I don't know you yet. Oh, hey, morning. I just had an idea.
Should I be worried?
Don't be stupid. I worry enough for the both of us.
Yeah, I'm not the one who said it.
So, I was thinking that after our conversation last night...
You changed your mind about the sponge painting thing. Thank the Lord.
No! Listen. I was thinking we should take a trip.
Have you been reading mommy blogs again? Like a baby moon or whatever?
Sort of. In the sense that it's a trip to an island.
Okay.
Hilton Head Island. to be exact.
Hilton Head Island. The island with the designation of having the most mini golf courses per capita? That's random, even for you.
I think that's a myth. They do have a lot, though.
And also directly southeast of the Camille Griffin Graham Correctional Institution.
Yeah.
So your takeaway from last night's conversation was that you should go talk to your mother?
I'm tired of acting like she's dead. And you know, I'm pregnant. She'd probably like to know that.
You think she deserves to know?
I don't know. I guess she doesn't deserve it. But there's something I think I want her to know.
I just don't want to see you get hurt. And what about your Aunt Shirley? Don't you think she might be a little hurt?
Well, I don't think that seeing my mom makes Aunt Shirley any less of a mother to me.
I know I said I'd support you, and I absolutely will, but you're kind of in a delicate mental state right now. Maybe you should think on it for a little bit.
Delicate? Chris, I am physically supporting myself and another human at this very moment. Delicate? If anything, I have superpowers.
You haven't seen her in what, 25 years?
26.
26. We built a really good life. I just don't want you to have to go back to that trauma if it's not totally necessary.
Yeah, that's the thing though. It is necessary. I know you're trying. I know. But you have no idea what it's like. You have good parents, great parents, and you have two of them.
But your Aunt Shirley is great too. She saved your life.
I know, but it's not the same. Your mom is your mom. I know it's irrational and goes against everything I've said since we've been together, and it might be even a little bit destructive, but none of that has any power at all against what my soul is telling me. No matter what happened when I was a kid, I wanted my mom. I wanted her back. I wanted to go to her.
It's not like you need my permission or something.
No, I know. But for better or worse, you're kind of like my rational brain, you know?
I'm sorry I said that.
It's true, though. I can never make a clear decision. I always have to talk to you first. It's not like I'm worried about getting your approval or anything. It's more like I don't trust myself, really. But ever since I got pregnant, these decisions have just started coming to me. I've never felt so clear about things. It used to be hard, and now it's fine. Like, I just know what to do.
That's kind of how it is for most people.
I know, it's not fair. But if I'm being given this opportunity, I feel like maybe I should embrace it. But it's freaking me out a little bit that you're not 100% on board.
I'm on board. I guess I'm just not used to you knowing what you want.
Yeah, it's weird.
But I do trust you.
Really?
God, Janie, of course I do.
Okay. Then I guess I need your help with the logistics.
Logistics.
Yeah, like, where should we go? Should I call her something first?
I honestly have no idea. What the hell is that?
Oh shit, I forgot. I asked Aunt Shirley if she wanted to help with the baby's room.
See, there you go. Perfect timing.
Just get the door. Oh. Hey, Aunt Shirley.
Jane! Oh, you look even more beautiful than when I saw you last week.
Right, I didn't even take a shower today.
Oh, well, that baby looks good on you.
God.
Oh, I almost forgot. Lorraine's church had a rummage sale last week, and she let me take whatever I wanted for the baby. Oh, I can't believe how many brand new toys and clothes are just going to be thrown away.
You know, I can actually pay Lorraine for that stuff. She just let you take it?
Oh, I've given them enough of my time helping them with the rummage sale, and you don't want to join that church. They're bigots.
Why the hell do you help them then?
I'm not helping the church. It's for Lorraine.
It just seems like a lot of stress for a church you don't even mind.
I know. The rummage sale is over for this year anyway. We can look through those things later. Anything you don't want, I'll give to the women's shelter. So, looks like you made some headway around here. Sure the dresser should go there?
Positive.
Yeah, it was a thing last night.
Okay, we should probably paint the walls before we do the floors. Have you picked out a color?
Well, I was thinking of going with sponge paint.
Oh, wow! I haven't seen that in a while. Do you remember that time when you were little? When you and Annie sponge baited my whole house?
Yeah.
Oh, I wanted to murder her!
You did?
Oh, it was ridiculous! They didn't even, the colors everywhere, they didn't even make sense together. And I was supposed to host a girls' night that weekend. Not to mention, she didn't even put tarps out on the floor, so there was paint all over, everywhere. All over the floor.
I'm sorry.
Oh, Janie, it's absolutely not your fault. Your mother, she was a free spirit.
I guess that's one way to put it.
Anyway, I'm sure you have a plan to get your sponge-painted baby's room will be all perfect. Do you need any help?
No. I'm not completely sure I want to do it anymore.
No? I hope it's not because of me. Or Annie.
It's just, I'm having some doubts. I can't believe I'm already in my 3rd trimester.
Oh, can I be honest with you? You'll never feel ready. But you will be. You will be a perfect mother.
I keep telling her that.
Thanks. Hey, not to change the subject, but I'm going to change the subject.
Of course.
Well, maybe it's not changing the subject.
Janie?
This is super awkward.
What? You know you can tell me anything. Do we have to go back to that discussion we had when you hooked up with Bill Simmons in the Payless parking lot?
No! God! It's just, you know, I always thought of you as a mother.
I like to think so.
And you've been great, so supportive. I know you gave up a lot so you could take over raising me.
Well, maybe. I guess I'll never know what it could have been like, but I've always known I made the right decision.
You're stalling, just tell her.
Should I be nervous? Are you gonna run away from home?
I'm almost 40 years old. Okay, I'll just say it.
Well, Janie was thinking of taking a trip.
Well, that sounds like a wonderful idea.
Yeah, I'm not so sure. I was thinking of taking a trip to South Carolina.
Oh,
To,
just to see Annie.
yeah. Well, what do you think?
Well, I'm a little surprised. I can't say I'm not surprised. I'm sorry I'm not more eloquent.
God, I totally blindsided you. I know it seems like it came out of nowhere, but it's been gestating for a while, I think.
You know, I haven't heard from her for years now. She used to write me, well, at least once a month.
Why would she stop? Why would she write to you and not me?
Oh, I don't know. I think she may have regretted the things she did to you.
It would have been nice to know that.
I was kind of reading between the lines, you know? The more years she spent in prison, the more I think she saw herself clearly. I'm not saying she found God or anything, but she really matured.
Then why did she never write? And why the hell would she stop writing to you?
Janie, I think this might be one of those times when this is something between your aunt and you. I'm gonna run to the store.
Okay. See you soon. So this is somehow even more awkward.
I don't think it has to be.
Well, it already is, so.
I'm sorry if I'm making it that way. Annie is, well, I don't know.
Oh my God. But if you haven't heard from her, you don't think she's dead, do you?
No! I think they would have contacted me, or you, no matter what the records say.
The records.
Oh, you know. You told her not to contact you anymore.
I was 13 years old.
Jane, I tried and tried to talk to you about it, but you said you had made your decision.
So you're saying it's my fault my mother hasn't contacted me in 26 years?
Of course not, sweetie. I suppose it's my fault, really.
What do you mean?
I was trying to protect you, and you told me, and the lawyers, and the judge, that you never wanted to hear from her again.
God.
But you never said it directly to her, and to be honest, she didn't even ask about contacting you until you were graduating from high school. I should have realized how young you were, how young you still were. But I was so proud of you. You were graduating and moving on to college, and you had lots of friends, and you just seemed happy.
I guess I was. It's hard to remember. she definitely wasn't at the front of my mind often then.
I had to make the best decision I could at the time. She sent me a letter right after you graduated, asking about you and asking if she could see you. I told her a little bit about you. I wasn't sure I could trust her with too much information, but I told her the truth, that you were doing great and I was so proud of you, and that you didn't want to see her.
You couldn't have run this by me first?
I thought about it. I agonized over it. I kept coming back to the things that you had said those years before. She hurt you. You tried and tried and tried to get her to love you, but she always chose other things over you. When you made that decision, you were firm, so firm. And it was kind of the only time you ever made your decision about anything so clear to me. So I wanted to respect you and your decision. So I told her not to write.
I do remember saying over and over that this is what I wanted. That I wanted to live with you, and that she hurt me, and I never wanted to talk to her again. I think I said it so much because that was what I wanted to want, you know? And she was so far away. It's not like I even had the chance to live with her. Every time before that, she came back, but the trial, prison for life, I never considered what any kind of relationship could be like without looking like what my friends had and what they had on the TV. I guess I said it too loud. Or maybe I meant it. Who the hell knows?
I think you do. I think you know. Now, you had a lot of growing up to do too.
Fucking life.
Yeah, fucking life. We never know the right thing to do until it's time that we've done it.
Yeah.
I'll do what I can to help you.
You don't.
No, I want to. It really wasn't fair for me to keep her from you.
You were.
No, you were a child. Let me reach out and see if we can get her in there and talk to you. I can take that part on at least. I want to. Let me feel her out. And if it seems like it's a good idea, I promise I'll take care of all the logistics.
Aunt Shirley. Thank you.
Morning.
Oh, hey.
I made you raspberry tea. No caffeine, but at least it's hot.
Thank you.
We really need to... You go.
Oh, I was just gonna say, we really need to finish this room. I looked at the calendar today and we have exactly 8 weeks. I don't even know how that happened.
Oh, yeah, you're probably right.
Yeah, well I was thinking, but this sponge paint, at least I didn't get too far. Hey, I was right, we can just paint right over it. I was thinking on the car ride home, maybe let's just go simple. A soft green, kind of calming, you know?
That sounds great. About the drive.
I'll just run down to the hardware store down the street. It's a little more expensive, but I like supporting the local guy, you know?
Janie, stop.
Stop what?
I was trying to say, I know you probably don't want to hear this, but I think we should talk about what happened this weekend. You said almost nothing in the car on the way home.
Oh, it was fine, it's over.
Fine?
Yeah, just, anticlimactic, I guess.
Okay,
What do you want me to say? She was nice.
that's good.
It's just, it was like she was a stranger. Like I didn't know her at all.
That kind of makes sense.
I guess, I just thought there'd be some natural connection, you know? Like, yeah, I haven't seen her in 26 years, but she was like a different person than the mom I remember.
I'm sure she's changed a lot.
Well, yeah, but I don't know.
Are you disappointed?
No, it went great, really. How could I expected it to go better?
How could you have expected it to go anyway? You hadn't seen her in a long time.
I thought we would fight maybe, like actually talk about real stuff, but it was like I couldn't speak. I couldn't talk about the real things on my mind. I heard crap about the nursery and work and you and the goddamn weather coming out of my mouth, and I couldn't stop.
I think that's okay.
No, it's not. I spent months agonizing over whether to contact her. No, not months. Years. If I'm really honest, I thought about talking to her when we met, and when I got pregnant, and when I graduated from college.
I didn't know that.
How could you? I didn't even admit it to myself until a month ago, and I didn't even talk about any of those things this weekend when I had the
It
chance.
seems like a lot to cover in 1.5 hour visit.
Yeah,
You could visit her again. She's not dead.
I don't want to.
We could bring the baby when she comes.
No, I think that part of my life is over. It's really time to move on. I'm not bringing this little girl into it. That's not fair.
You don't have to decide today.
I decided on the ride home. I don't know that woman. She knows nothing about me. I don't think she ever did.
Okay,
I know it's okay. It's my decision.
I know. Hang on.
Hang on.
Yeah, I have something for you. Hang on.
What is it? You got me something?
Not exactly. I didn't get it for you. I'm more like the delivery person.
Okay.
Hang on. Before you open it, I want to tell you, you don't have to attach too much significance to this.
Me?
Yes, obviously. You have a tendency to, and please don't get mad at me, you have a tendency to take things and let your brain run with it.
Let my brain.
You know what I mean. It's not your fault.
I guess that's fair.
Anyway, your aunt gave these to me and asked me to give them to you when you seemed ready, if you ever did.
Well, what the hell is it?
It's letters. The letters your mom wrote you while she was in prison.
What?
Yeah. I know it's a lot and you don't have to read them.
Chris, I don't know if I'm ready for this.
I figured it was up to you to decide when you're ready. If you're ready. I trust you not to let this run your life.
Chris. This is a ton of letters.
Yeah?
You didn't look in here?
No, I told you it's for you, not me.
Oh my god.
What?
Chris, these letters aren't all for me.
They're not?
No, I mean a lot of them are. A lot of them are old. Look, this one says Happy Sweet 16 on the envelope.
That is old.
Shut up, it's not that long ago. I thought my aunt said she didn't even try writing me until high school.
She didn't know. Your aunt told me your mom had been writing all along, but only got the courage to even ask about writing to you when you were 18. She just kept them all and didn't send them. Even after your aunt told her you didn't want any letters, she kept writing and just kept them. Your aunt only found out when she called the prison before our visit.
Look, there's a whole pile of them addressed to the baby. And oh my god, some of them are in my mom's handwriting. But some of them are in my aunt's handwriting too. They both wrote to the baby.
Are you going to read them?
I don't know, is it even right for me to read the baby's letters? Those are for her. See, they have specific ages on them. 5 years old, 16, 21. They're not really for me.
I think that's up to you.
It is. What do you think?
I think, honestly, I think this is an amazing gift.
She gave me all this stationery and these beautiful pens too.
She wants you to write? That's a lot to expect of you.
No, that's just my mom. I mean, my aunt. She knows better than anyone. She knows I have to make my own choices in my own time. But if I want to, I have everything I need.
Yeah.
Chris, I don't really know what to feel. Can you give me a few minutes just to kind of soak this in?
Of course. I'll pick up some dinner. Chinese?
That sounds amazing. Can you order me some chicken and broccoli?
Chicken and broccoli?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I just feel like trying something different.
You got it.